Okay, let's do a review for fun. So this is on my master account, and we play against Katarina. And let's go through the gameplay and see how exactly I carry, because I carried this game. And then we're gonna talk about certain points in the game where I think you have to make a decision, and a lot of people make the wrong decision, but I feel like personally I make the right decision, blah blah blah. So once that moment happens, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, right now standard things, which is like level 1 of course. Okay, not too bad by her. She managed to land her abilities. And we kinda went even, I guess, with the trade. Which is not 100% perfect for me, because I have only 2 potions, she has 3. But obviously because we are ranged, we can actually get some additional poke on her over time. She's gonna eventually waste more potions. Katarina is a very risky matchup. If you can't match the mechanics of your enemy, I would say you're gonna get completely crushed. Maybe not, but at least against my Ahri, if you can't match my mechanics on Katarina, you will 100% like fall behind in XP and CS over time. So just very risky to pick Katarina overall into my Ahri. She did a very good trade, so I had to do a sort of defense ignite, if you know what I mean. Which is like getting her low enough that she doesn't have a giga health advantage after the trade. Because she would have that if we wouldn't have ignited her. But now we ignited her, and yeah, we keep like staying on equal health. Which means now again she is on the risk of like getting outplayed. Now obviously this is not perfectly optimal for me, but like I said, she did a good trade, so I was like thinking, well, that went from decent to worse, and so I just used Ignite to say, well, it's like a Joker card, and now like now afterwards we are still like the same health bar. So obviously she's already like some sort of CS behind. Replay is fucking me over, I'm very sorry. She's like 7 minions behind. And now she actually got hit by my combo. Which is unfortunately for her, but very nice for us, or me. And I immediately shoved the wave because she's so low health. My brain says, well, if she stays, we can dive her because we have a Hex Rim on the Raptor. And if she recoils, she's gonna miss massive on minions. So there's not really, like, you shouldn't waste any time. Because the cannon takes a while to die to the tower. And if you hesitate in this situation, then she's not gonna miss the minions. And now she is missing the minions, see? Now we go back to the lane. We bought green potion because we need health. She bought the red potion, not sure why, but sure she was a little bit greedy. I guess she didn't have the money and she wanted to have the sheen at all cost, but not sure if I would agree with. I mean, sometimes I do buy red potion, but it's like not an optimal buy, I would say, especially when you're like losing. That was very terrible by her. That was very risky and very terrible. I'm not sure why she did this, but I guess. I think the number 1 rule, by the way, in this matchup as the Katarina player is always just make sure that you're not falling behind 6. I feel like Katarina players have more counterplay at 6 than they have at before 6, basically. If they aren't behind. But if they are behind before 6 and then both enter the 6th stage, then I feel like it's getting very tough for the Katarina mains in this matchup. She went in, I mean, she just completely overextended. I don't know why she did this. Maybe she thought she's gonna dodge my charm, but no, actually, You just went down on my tower. And now again, she should go out, but she made the decision to like go for the kill. There was a chance that she kills me. It was actually kind of unlucky for her. But like even if you kill me here, it's a kill trade, right? So at best, like both get death timers and both get the 300. And so I don't see why she will do that, but she did. And now she fucked up her lane because she didn't get the kill. I got the kill. I got the entire wave. And now the matchup is over. Because now there's a level diff. There's 500, 600 gold diff. And yeah, you cannot play against this anymore. And that's why it was a bad play, in my opinion. In general. Because there was no advantage, like I said, the moment she did this. She goes in again, it's not too bad. I don't know, I don't remember if I baited it. I think I did. Because the Rakan was there. I know I wanted to go in when I saw the Rakan. I'm not sure if I baited her in-game, I don't remember. It looked like, I don't know. It looked like I didn't, but I'm very good at hiding the baits. Maybe I just wanted there in general to get on me. I don't remember what I was thinking in game. But yeah, as you can see, she insta-died to it, so I did everything correct. She's missing another wave. Yeah. This is getting from worse to terrible really quick. And now a lot of people, by the way, this is like, I would say this is like one of the golden moments where a lot of people are doing a crucial mistake on Ahri and in mid lane, and especially on Ahri, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the average gold Ahri player is thinking like this now. Okay, I have 20 CS lead on the Katarina. I have 2 kills on the Katarina. She has 2 deaths. I have like a plate. I have like a level advantage. I have my boots. I have Lost Chapter. Now usually what they do is I will queue the wave and then I roam bot or top. Probably bot. And they do this every single wave. Every wave that is arriving, I push wave, try to roam bot. Push wave, try to roam bot. Push wave, try to roam bot. And you can already see like the mindset that they have is a huge mistake. Mid lane is your own lane. It's not, bot lane is not the only lane. And not top lane is also not the only lane. This is a lane, this is a lane, this is a lane. Bot lane can carry, mid lane can carry, top lane can carry. People have this mindset that, oh, well, I'm ahead, so I need to make my bot lane ahead, so that we are all ahead, and then we like win the game. And I'm like, no. Number 1, your bot lane is already ahead. Number 2, the entire like league is just a game about the team that does less mistakes is gonna win. And to increase your win chances in league and to make climbing easier in league is you getting a lead. And we have the lead, right? We have the lead right now. But people need to stop thinking that, oh, I have my lead now. I don't need more lead against her. I just need to like help my teammates now. It's a very bad and unhealthy mindset, because what you're doing is you're putting yourself at risk of losing your lead or like getting nothing out at all. And you allow your enemy mid laner to like farm without pressure and to like not lose any gold. For example, if you push this wave and then we roam bot lane, Katarina can clear the entire next incoming wave without losing a single CS, without losing any health, without getting a shitty recall timing, and potentially can even push your plate, depending if there's like something happening. Let's say, oh, you made a roam and they are actually overextended. Now the next wave is coming, Katarina clears it. You kill like the Soraka, you get a little bit of damage, you get damage done on the Vladimir, for example, blah blah blah. He flashes out. It's good, you got the kill, right? You recoil because you're half HP, you're kinda boom. Now Katarina pushes your plate. Now Katarina gets the plate. So now Katarina gets like one wave and the plate, so she gets like 300 gold herself. Now you got 300 gold. But now she even gets more XP. Because usually a wave is more worth XP than a kill worth of XP, especially when you like when you share it, because not only is the support and the bot lane a lower level than you, which means you get reduced XP, you're also gonna share it with the Rakan and the Varus, so you most likely lose out on XP to your enemy mid laner that was behind. And now people have like this mindset, well, you know, it's fine, because in the end, Katarina is still behind, right? Yeah, she is still behind, but the point is, you just allowed her to actually close the experience gap and the gold gap towards you for one play. That makes no sense because you have no idea what is gonna happen in the next 15 minutes, and you don't know if your bot laners are actually good players. Yes, they are ahead now, but that doesn't mean they are good players. Maybe they are especially good at lane, maybe it's the matchup, maybe they got ganked, maybe they were like lucky. Like there's a lot of factors that can happen while your bot lane is ahead right now. And again, there's also gonna be a lot of factors that can happen in next 10 minutes and you don't know what is gonna happen. Maybe they are stupid, maybe they DC, maybe they overextend, maybe they die to a gank, maybe they die to a TP, maybe they die to Katarina, maybe they just like, I don't know, like Varus mouse IRL is like dying or something and he can't click anymore. Like there's a lot of shit that can happen, and so doing that while not really getting more lead for yourself against your enemy opponent is a very bad mistake. So obviously I'm not gonna do that, because what I will do is I will keep pressuring that weasel, because my playstyle is I will get more gold and more gold against my enemy mid laner, not against like enemy bot or enemy top. My main idea or playstyle is I need to get even more of a lead compared to my enemy mid laner. And I want to get in a spot where I'm so ahead that my enemy mid cannot do anything anymore against me. And then I can make the decision. I obviously, if the moment says, if you roam, you get 3 kills and you lose like 3 minions for it, then of course I will do it. But if that situation doesn't come, I will think twice or even 3 times if I want to roam or not. And so we keep trading with her, and she went all in again, and we are gonna keep killing her because she is frustrated. And we abuse it. And now we get even more ahead. And we get every single CS, we got even more power. And you have to also like, you have to keep in mind, until 14 minutes, if you roam, it is almost always worse than if you just crush your mid lane, if you have the 2 options of course. Because with the plate system, there's no shot in any way that even if you get kills while roaming, that you get more gold per minute than if you just like take every farm and every plate and potentially the first tower. That just isn't. Not to mention that you get a fuck ton of XP if you get every single minion. And XP, like in mid game, still like has a lot of like hidden power potential. Like if you get 3 levels up on the enemy AD carry, it is much easier to kill him, like one-shot him, than if you're like 1 level up on him. Because you all of a sudden you do like 100 bonus damage in mid game, which is like 10% to 15% more damage output, something like that in your combo. In comparison, if you wouldn't be 3 levels up. So yeah, of course, next mission, getting the 3rd plate. And we keep trying to hit her as well, because we want to make her life very miserable. And she's almost 50 CS down. 40 CS down by now. And 3 kills. And 3 plates. So basically we have like 4,700 gold and she has 2,600 gold. which is a lot in just 10 minutes. And we do a safeguard vault, I guess. I don't know why. I think that vault was not sure if it's needed, but I mean, there's always the potential that the jungle can come, right? I think we just saw him top lane, maybe I'm wrong. But if the jungle sneaks like here, he can bypass this pink ward, and this is not my pink ward anyways, because I don't buy pink wards anymore. And if I do, I will never place it in here. But yeah, obviously, still it gives to me like some vision, I would say, the pink ward, but I don't like it. Now I almost died here. I got a little bit cocky, I do agree. And this would have been a stupid asshole mistake by me if I actually die. I'm very glad that my hack room actually came and became, for 1 second, my hero in game. Because he booty slapped the Katarina away from me. Otherwise I will die. I thought I can take the damage basically from her, like tank the damage and kill her before she kills me. Which was very stupid thought. After we saw what just happened. So yeah, almost gave her the bounty, but it went fine, I would say, so... We had a little bit of luck, I guess. Now obviously that's not gonna stop me from like keep hitting her, because even though she had a little almost moment, doesn't matter, because if I don't do this stupid shit again, she's gonna lose. So we keep on pressuring. Under normal circumstances, you cannot die anymore from this position, so... I ping because Kayn is top lane, so I make sure that my teammates play it safe. I hit it again, and she's down to like 40% again on a health bar. And we keep the 10 CS per minute up. And now I think I'm trying to roam, or like I see maybe a potential roam angle, because I wasn't sure if Kayn is gonna dive my Olaf. And now I saw him here because of Rakan, so I camped the bush a little bit because I expect him to try and get the scuttle. Now he knew something is up, so he didn't do it. Which is really great because I'm not losing any minion, and now we secured this scuttle basically for my jungle. And now I keep pushing again. And now my top lane is all inning. I hate this replay bug. And we get the first blood tower of the game, which is really nice. This is actually lovely. We keep getting every CS that we can. My hack is a little bit in a struggle, I would say. I mean, bot lane showed up. This is like the worst bot lane in existence, by the way, like the combo Vladimir and Soraka. I don't know what the fuck that is supposed to do, but sure. We get a free Drake, everything is fine. We help a little bit, then we go instant back to mid lane because we don't want to waste any time. We have ultimate up, we can potentially kill the Katarina. I'm sorry for talking so much, by the way. But I'm just saying what I think in game. And now we recoil because we have 2560 gold in our inventory, which means we will probably get an item. And I think I go Liandris and I don't know what else. Okay, how is it even called? Oh, it's near the large road. Oh, it's Hextech Revolver, I think it's called. The other item. So I went near the large road because I was like, well, I want more damage output. Hextech Revolver is more like a dueling item, I would say. Like, it's very strong for an all-in. But also, like, it's very strong because you can see, like, obviously some additional health, which means he can't really get one-shotted. And if I would be even against the Katarina, I would probably go for the Hextech Revolver. But because I'm Giga had it anyways already, and I'm in, like, one-shot angles, I will just go the nearest large shot, because it's gonna boost my damage output even more. Also boosts my overall damage. And both built in the same item, so. Now fight happened top lane. And now, as you can see, now this is my first roam in the game. And guess what? It's 50 minutes. Now, for example, even if Katarina will push this entire wave, like she had the option, right? She could be mid lane now and push the entire wave, right? While I try to kill the Kayn as well. So I would lose like probably the cannon, the 3 melees, depending how fast I am, maybe even the entire wave, right? And now she could even hit the tower a little bit, but guess what? It's 15 minutes, so there's no plate anymore. So now what she gets is much less than what she would get pre-14 minutes. And that's why my mindset shifts a little bit. Also, I have obviously, like, I have such a big lead now. And because I always restricted myself to just do the same thing over and over again, which is like being better than my enemy mid laner directly against me. And so I can't get fucked over by anything. And I just keep getting more and more gold and more XP and more kills, whatever. That I reached a point where I'm like even stronger than what I would be in like 5 minutes ago. Which makes it obviously more easy to make the, like, to get the roam done, right? And yeah, it's just like full advantages, left and right, only advantages. Especially because I said that the reward Katarina gets now for being AFK mid lane is much less. And now we killed the enemy top laner because he just, I don't even know. He brain lagged or something. Or he thought Hectorin wasn't here. Oh yeah, we have a 1k bounty, or like a 700 gold bounty. Basically, I give 1k on my death. And you don't want to die at 16 minutes in the game. Because if you die now, it's very bad. I do think if you die at the end, or like in the end stage of the game, it doesn't matter anymore that much. But right now, it's very important that the enemies do not get this 1k at 16 minutes. Just imagine I died to the Vladimir as an example and give him 1k, he would just be even to my vows. Not even, but like he would greatly catch up. It would be insane. Renekton is overextended again, we have a lot of vision. We just hover between the 2 lanes. I tried to kill him, this is terrible by me. But the good thing is he has to recall again. Because it's basically like 1 HP. And Renekton is like the only guy that is somewhat decent in the game, if you look at the stats. So even though my play was a little bit bad, because I just wasted ultimate and couldn't get the job done, it's still not as bad, because he forced Renekton into recall, which maybe means he's gonna... No, he didn't lose his cannon. But... obviously he has to recall, so... he's gonna lose out on something, most likely. Maybe he gets a shitty recall, maybe he lost like 2-3 minutes, I don't know. And now we go back, we probably go into top lane. I think we go into top lane. The Drake is about to spawn very soon, I think it's like 30 seconds. Which means we show off this wave, we see our next in top lane, so we can have a little bit more time. So the idea is to like show off this wave ASAP. Unfortunately we have Ignite. And then we piss off, we go to the Drake. We are a little bit late, but so is the next, so like I said, it's kind of fine. Also my vows is ahead, so in theory they have a really nice shop. I know Katarina is behind, so they shouldn't, like, you know, struggle too hard. Now unfortunately a fight happens, and this is what shouldn't happen, like the fight, like nobody did the Drake, right? Somehow the fight is starting, which is terrible. Because they could just wait 5 seconds, and then you can go ham and let the fight start, I guess. So it's a little bit messy, but like I said, we are really huge. And one of the greatest advantages when a fight starts too soon before you arrive is the fact, if the game is close at least, everybody gets damage. Let's see. So she has a little bit damage, he's like down to half HP, he is like down to 80, she's down to 80. This is really great for me. See, she's like half HP. Then I have insta flash because I know she's like so low HP, I can insta kill her. Boom. Now unfortunately the Val's got the last hit, which is unfortunate because I wanted to get the last hit, but okay. And then this is just a very good angle. I use Q. That is a little bit of a misplay, I would say. Imagine I had Q, I could just like 3-man Q this. But I jumped it, I guess. Yeah, we killed the Soraka now. As you see, he's half HP as well. Yeah, it's just very free for me. I cannot die, I can kill everything. And now the Renekton joins. Yeah. See? So despite me being a bit late, it still turned into our favor of being a 5v4. So it wasn't optimal, but it was still like really good, right, in the end for us as a team. And now we go back ASAP to mid lane, we shove out the wave because this is slow push towards enemies, which means if you don't go to the mid lane, you're gonna lose the entire wave, and you don't want to lose waves. Do this 10 times in a row, ignore it 10 times in a row that your wave is like so pushing, and you always miss 3 minions. If you keep telling yourself 10 times in a row, it's just 3 minions, it doesn't matter. You lost 30 minions. Probably like 500 gold, one entire level, and as you can see, everything matters in League of Legends. Every single minion. Now my Rakan is trying to all like beta, I would say. I didn't like this play, but he almost made it work. And then my Heka goes in. And I think he's in, and he was. And we did, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm camping the bush or the angle. So there's a potential now that they can go down. Which I don't think they will. But you know, they could maybe go down. And I saw the Kayn, so I go all in on the Kayn. Because why not? He's kinda out of position. We didn't manage to kill him sadly, but we got him really low HP. We got the ultimate of Soraka. Very nice. Now we are insanely low HP myself, but I assume I go recall? Or what am I gonna do now? Oh, another fight is breaking out. Yeah, of course. Okay. And now we kill the Soraka. Nice. And I have 8 kills, 0 deaths, 5 assists, 7 gold pounding, 190 CS in 21 minutes. 2.5 items, probably the highest gold in the game by like quite a bit. Almost 3000 gold above everybody else. We probably also have the highest level, I assume, right? I'm level 14 and the second highest is level 12, or how do I see it? I think it's level 12, the second highest. So as you can see, we completely dominate the enemies. And like every single player involved. The Renekton is actually level 13, that's quite unfortunate. Now I guess I can't brag as much. And it's coming to the time, like to the moment where it can be potentially a Baron angle. Like if we catch one guy or like 2 people and we just kill them, we probably just get a free Baron. Okay. We killed the Vladimir and now I think we go to the Baron. And we do. Should be a free Baron. Now we are level 15. And now we have our white stuff as well, because I assumed that the enemies will 100% buy MR in this game, because I'm that fat. So I was like, yeah, you know what, if you go MR, I will just go white stuff and make you feel miserable. And I'm also in this situation where I one-shot the squishies anyways, despite me going white stuff. And getting barely any AP. Because you have to think like white stuff on like squishes, it doesn't really matter anymore if we think about it. Okay, she has 62, But like here, for example, see? 40 ml. So like Shadow Flame alone is 20, 18. So she's down to 2 ml already. So Wild Stuff is useless. It's probably working on him because he has ML boots. I'm actually surprised that she has like 62. That is a little bit crazy. But even then, like, White Stuff could obviously penetrate a lot more, right? So I don't get the full value out. Because I remove like 20 ml from her, even though I should like remove 30 or something with White from her. So I lose some sort of value on a champ like Katarina. And Vladimir for sure doesn't have 62 ml, and he has 41. So I get like 3 extra pen because of White to the Vlad. So not a lot of value. But now at least I tell them go ML and it's completely useless. For the next 10 minutes at least. We pushed outside and we recall, we go into the Drake because it's the soul basically, that's the plan. We want to collect the soul. Our CS is falling off a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Because he got our lead. And we don't need more leads. We just need to make sure now that we pixel perfect finish this game. And now fight is breaking out again. And now I'm here for the rescue. And now they are triple man stacking or something, and we insta-kill Vladimir because one charm is enough. Now we actually chase the crocodile, hit him permanently. He actually had more. Or what? Ah, yeah, text ring though. But like I said, doesn't really matter because we have White Stuff. Killed Soraka. My Olaf just randomly got a triple. Happens. And now I think the game is over. Maybe not. Actually, no, it's not over yet. But we are in a game state where, well, if you lose this game, report your entire teammates. And friend request them and tell them they are completely shit. If they manage to lose this game, of course. Which is obviously not possible anymore, because that would be fucking insane. They have literally open Nexus now. Now, I do believe we actually agreed too hard here. And we all pay the price. Because the enemies are in for blood. They just don't want to give up. They are mad. They are mad as fuck, man. Especially against me. They want my bounty. And they got it. They got the bounty. This feels like a win to them. Them finally killing me at 26 minutes in the game. That feels like a win for them. So they got my bounty and they immediately have another bounty. And I can't even get mad at Riot because that's just how it is. And that's how it should be. So yeah. Riot is literally acknowledging me that I am a raid boss. And raid bosses give extra reward. So it's like the best compliment ever. Now obviously as the raid boss we march down the mid lane and we wanna end this game ASAP. We got our last evolution, which is level 16, giving us level 3 L. And then somehow the enemies got caught, I think it was the Kane, and now it's just yeah. It is completely over. We got our 10, 1 and 10 stats. We push. We movement speed it up a little bit and we end the game. And the enemy Vladimir is perma tilted because he keeps perma pinging me. And he wishes I would have been in his team. But in all honest, I don't know why he's flaming because he was also losing his lane. So there's no excuse to permaflame me. And it's not like I did anything to bot lane. Like, if you think about it, my entire gameplay, I wasn't even once in bot. I went top at 15 minutes. And yeah, sure, enemy Katarina couldn't really help her losing bot lane. But I really don't know why the Vladimir is perma-pinging Katarina or perma-pinging me. Because in the end, it's not like me gaming in mid made any difference on bot for them. It's just I shitstomped their mid lane, so they didn't have really somebody that can help them out. But it's not like Katarina's fault that they lose in the first part, right? And yeah, we did like the most damage in the game, which is 47k. And the second highest was 25k by my vows. And he has like almost as much kills as me, but obviously only 50% of my damage, or 65 or 70, whatever. But yeah, I would say it was a pretty good game. Now I could have also reviewed this one, but it was a lose. And I think my latest YouTube video was a lose as well. So I didn't wanna review a lose again. But I think this game was even more insane than my other, like, than the game I just reviewed now. Performance-wise, as you can see, I did a lot of damage. And I died like one time, and they I had 4 teammates that were basically behind against 5 enemies that were ahead, except the Azir, which was like consistently a little bit behind. And I died like one time, but also tripling the damage output of my entire team. So this is definitely an insane game, not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna review another lose. Also, I said I had 4 teammates behind, but my Vi was actually playing really nice. But obviously, if you have a bot lane that is completely behind, and my top lane, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But obviously, there's not a lot of options that Y has to play for. And if enemy ADC is like 50 kills, of course, if you go in with like your ultimate on Y, you will most likely die. So yeah, and she went in for me, so she was a very good player. Somehow we made that game somewhat almost close. It actually felt like at some point there is a chance. Which is fucking insane because you're like 15 gold down, like 15k. Anyways, my throat is sore and I'm done talking, and yeah, goodbye.